Beat Break 87 FM, Atlanta.
Hi, this is Clifford English, your host and producer of The Gospel Train. Join me every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. right here on Beat Break 87 FM radio. You will be encouraged, you will be equipped, you will be educated, you will be entertained, all while hearing the best in gospel music. Don't miss your connection with The Gospel Train right here on Beat Break 87 FM radio. BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Tune your radio.
Tune in.
Now.
You can tune in to this radio station on any smartphone or tablet.
iPhone,
Android,
BlackBerry,
Nokia,
Samsung,
Windows phones,
or whatever you have. Download the free TuneIn app from your phone or tablet's app store.
Tune in with music, sports, news, and comedy.
From over 70,000 radio stations around the world. Check it out at TuneIn.com.
Or your app store.
Everybody in the room, listen up.
Are you the next model or superstar looking to break into the entertainment industry but need the right exposure? Look no further than IPH, Infinity Powerhouse. The source for models, talent, ads, and media is searching for the next breakout star to be promoted and featured on all of its media platforms, including Lagucci Styles, TM and TSN Magazine, and IPH Magazine.
Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
IPH is currently looking for media professionals and clients to help advertise their brand on the #1 leading source for talent exposure, IPH. For more info or to subscribe to IPH digital publication magazines, visit them at infinitypowerhouse.com or send an email to infinitypowerhouse@gmail.com. Infinity is spelled INFINITI. IPH, bringing an innovative mindset to the forefront.
If you are what you say you are, a superstar.
Hey neighbor, what seems to be the problem?
Oh, everything. I need my car fixed, I'm behind on my bills, and I don't know where to get my taxes done.
You should call P&J Tax Professionals to get the money you need right away.
What do they offer?
They offer knowledgeable tax professionals, drop-off and pick-up services, and year-round access for tax questions and service.
That sounds great and everything, but how will I gain access to my money?
They will have access to put your funds on a card. P&J Tax Professionals also have the referral program because word of mouth is worth paying for.
I'm going to call P&J Tax Professionals right now.
Good. Now you can get the money you need to get your car fixed and pay your bills.
Yeah, because it's becoming a little bit unattractive. Kind of like your mom.
Hey, what's wrong with my lawn?
If you're about getting your taxes done, come to P&J Tax Professionals, LLC. Look us up at pnjtax.net or call us at
1-866-220-2491.
We specialize in creating mobile apps for the entertainment industry. Go to bvmobileapps.com, click Get Started Now, create your account, choose your package, upload your content, and click Submit. BV Mobile Apps. Make it easy. Make it mobile.
Take Beat Break Radio on the go. You can download the app to listen to the show on your iPhone. Go mobile with Beat Break Radio today.
Download the Beat Break 87 FM app on your Android, smartphone, and other mobile devices right now. Find it on Google Play, the App Store, BlackBerry World, BlackVibes.com, and iTunes under Home Team Radio. Beat Break 87 FM, Atlanta's new underground station.
Previously on the Beat Break Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have author and actress Sharon Ford in the studio.
Hello, hello, hello.
We talked about doing a monologue with you. You know what I'm saying, man? I love you.
All this time, we've been having missing money out of the account. And I couldn't count for it. And I'm an accountant? Are you really think I'm this damn stupid?
Hey, we ain't got to go there, baby. Look, I can make it. I can make it up to you. You know what I'm saying? I can make it up to you, baby.
To me? I've been asking for kids all these years,
baby. I've been busy.
And you told me you didn't want no damn kids.
You ain't coming back. All y'all get up out of our house. But thank you for buying it for us, though, son. You ain't gonna never me because you ain't got what I like. So thank you for buying us our home. It's been a plan all along, and I appreciate it.
The best part of waking up isn't Folgers. It's the Beat Break Morning Show. Start your morning off right with Sean Garvey and the crew on BeatBreakRadioFM.com and HomeTeamRadio.com. Beat Break Radio FM, Atlanta's new underground station. Online 24/7 at BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Ooh,
Who is she?
Who is this woman I keep hearing about?
Is she? Who is she? The radio diva herself.
Oh my God, are you talking about?
That can't be her. Yes, it is, girl.
Wait a minute, that is her.
Yeah, that is her.
Oh my God.
Everybody.
I have to call somebody. This is amazing.
I still can't believe it's her.
Can I get your autograph?
You ain't making me miss her show. Ain't nobody got time for that. D Hill Radio Show with your host, D Hill.
Keep up the good job, man. You guys are doing a great job. I hope you blow up and become syndicated.
Call in at 404-355-8699 or 1-866-923-2860.
This is D Hill. Clap your hands. With your host, D Hill.
This is D Hill.
Clap your hands. With your host, D Hill.
Now, here's your host, D Hill.
All right. DJ Rollem here on the D Hill Show, and we're going to talk about money matters with Dr. Moore.
That's right.
Oh, yes. Welcome back.
Thank you very much. You know money is my favorite topic.
Definitely. And you know we always got to figure out how to make money, save money, create money, all that.
Yeah.
And so we're so glad to have you back, and I know you're going to definitely educate the listeners out here on the D Hill Show.
Well, of course.
So we're going to have to do that. So is anything new going on that we already don't know?
Okay, not much new is going on, but I will say this. There are some things that are going on in the marketplace that we've ignored, that we have decided, that's not good, that's not for us, that's bad. That's actually not. It actually serves us, okay? So we have to be a lot more discerning, okay? You have to really pay attention to who's making money. People follow the money, right? A lot of people look at companies like multi-level marketing and network marketing companies, and first thing they think is it's a pyramid scheme. All right.
Can you explain the difference between the two?
Yes, I can. A pyramid scheme is basically, first of all, let's talk about the word scheme, because it's so close to the word scam that when people use and hear the word scheme, they usually think that it's something illegal, or they apply negative connotation to it. Now, a scheme is just a organized way of doing something. Okay. So you can have a blueprint of how to build a building. That's a scheme. Some people might call it a schematic or a matrix or a blueprint, but a scheme is just a systematic way of handling something. So every business is a scheme. There's a way in which you're handling it. Okay. So a pyramid is where you have one person on top who is basically making all of the money and
all the decisions.
And then as you go down and the more people kind of join, I'm going to use the word join, but the more people that join that company underneath, the less they're paid. All right. Now, with a job, that's really what a pyramid scheme is. A job. You have your CEO, right, at the top. Then you usually have your president and vice president right under him. Then you have your management team. Then you have all the employees. And usually the people that do the most work get paid the least amount of money, right? Okay. So that is a pyramid scheme.
So basically, that's how the world runs.
That's how the country, the world, that's how most businesses are set up, all right? With a multi-level marketing or network marketing company, those types of companies are set up where there are different ways that you build teams or networks. So basically, you and your friends and family and new people that you meet, you're going to bring them into the company, and you're going to train them, and they're going to produce and train others. Okay, and so now when you think about how a network marketing company thrives, what you understand is that someone under you can actually surpass you. Okay, so say I bring you into my organization, DJ Rollem, and let's say that I have recruited 15 people, okay, in my downline. All right, so I'm at the top. This is why they call it a pyramid scheme, because I'm at the top. But you got to remember, somebody's above me. All right, so I'm at the top of my particular team, but I do have someone who's above me who has built a team. And let's say I bring you in, and let's say I was very strong the first 3 months that I was in the business, right? And I brought you in, and I brought in 15, but you brought in 50. All right, you can actually surpass me.
Now, I do get paid based on that, but you can still make more money than me because you have more recruits. You may have a different way of doing things that I might need to learn from you. The beauty of a network marketing company is that it forces you, if you want to make money, DJ Rollem, you have to train people that come under you. You have to. In a pyramid scheme, such as a job, you don't want to train people under you because you don't want them to take your job. But see, in a network marketing situation, you can't take my job. What you can do is you can teach me what you've learned, even though you're in my downline. I'm going to listen to you because you know how to recruit and you know how to make money. Now, a lot of people say, well, what about the products? Do they work? I have found that in most network marketing companies, they usually are backed by really, really good products. Avon, Melaleuca. There are a lot of Mary Kay. There are a lot of network marketing companies that have been around for years, and people are still using these excellent products. Mm-hmm. And what I know about my people is that typically that's what we want. We want to have a group of people that we come up with. We want all our family and friends to get together and come up together. But we shy away from network marketing mainly because we don't understand it and we don't necessarily know how to train others. So typically when people have had a bad experience with network marketing, it's because they didn't have somebody that really understood how to train them to make the money. But I think that people need to take another look at network marketing if they want to really amass some wealth and if they want to build a strong team. You're only as good as the people that you have around you, Well,
in my opinion with that, in order to train, one thing that you haven't mentioned is customer service skills.
Right.
You got to have good customer service skills because some people may know how to talk to certain type of people mm-hmm. or don't know how to talk to certain type of people because they get into their feelings
right.
or just can't deliver it correctly, mm-hmm. even though they may be successful themselves,
yeah.
but still can't know how to train. It's like they know how to maybe sell a product or sell a service, but they don't know how to train. And then vice versa. They may know how to train, but can't also do the job of selling the product or service.
And again, that's the beauty of network marketing because you do have to be open and say, hey, DJ Rollem, I'm really good at selling this product, but my recruiting skills are just not there. I see you doing well, brother. Can you teach me? You don't lose anything by teaching me. Mm-hmm. You don't miss out on a dime by teaching me. As a matter of fact, we become stronger as a team. Okay. Mm-hmm. As far as the customer service, you're absolutely right because people in companies, even regular jobs, we miss the point of internal and external customers. Mm-hmm. Now, what do I mean by that? The people that you work with are also your customers.
Yes.
You got to treat them good too. The people that are in your upline and downline, those are your customers. You got to treat them good too. And listen, when I say, usually when I do these talks and seminars and I tell people are real money. Don't think that this pretty little green paper with all these little letters and numbers are what's valuable. It's people. Because guess who's going to give you the money? Guess who you got to influence in order to get the money, to get the job, to get the business? People. So when you focus on people, you're focusing on money automatically. When you're pouring into people, when you're training people, and if you don't know how to train, admit it. Ask someone. That's the whole point of having an upline and a downline. Now, what I do find is that a lot of people who are a upline leader, they don't necessarily want to go to somebody in their downline and say, hey, man, teach me what you're doing because I see you being successful and I really want to, grasp what you're doing, but that's what makes a team strong. That's what creates those bonds. And if perhaps you have to leave your current company and go to another company, those people who saw you leave, who you poured into, they'll go with you. Some of them will anyway. And, some people say, oh, well, that's what do they call it? Unethical. No, you brought those people with you, and it's about the people. It's not necessarily. Avon is fine. They're not going to crash and burn because you left. They're fine. So, you want to be true to your people. You want to be true to yourself. But I think people really do need to take another look at network marketing because it gives you the opportunity to benefit off of the time, energy, expertise, and work of others. And if you're self-employed, you don't have that. If you're a barber, you got your 2 hands and how many hours on that clock. That's as much money as you can make.
Right. True.
But it's different if you got a shop or if you have some type of product that you've created as a barber and you create a network marketing company and you got people out on the street selling that product for you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the thing about it is when you say it like that, some of them, when you brought up the I would say the hair salon industry, they don't think on that level.
Right.
They're looking at basically getting paid a day, making sure they can not only keep the shop open, pay their dues for the chair, all that type of stuff. They're not thinking about the future or how to expand.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the problem I think that a lot of folks don't do.
So if you think about someone who is an employee, all right, an employee works for money, all right? An employee works for money. That means money is their master. They trade their time and energy for money. Employees have the highest tax burden.
Yeah.
All right. Someone who's self-employed, same thing. All right. They, if you're self-employed or if you're an employee, you have very limited time and very limited effort. And if you're an employee, someone else is telling you how much your time and energy is worth.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you're self-employed, you can put your own price on it, right?
True.
But then you have to understand that there's a competitive market. So then you have to be in a position to compete, right? But you still only have your time, your energy, your expertise, right?
Right.
So employees and self-employed people are working for money. Money is their master, right?
Money is their master.
If you are a business owner, that means that you have a scheme or a system that other people work and they bring in money for you, okay? And so guess what? Money works for the business owner, right? Because the people are the money. They're working, they're bringing in the money, so that business owner's money is unlimited because he could just keep hiring people. He can keep making products. And he can keep
That's
hiring
true.
people.
I was using basically my own business, DJ Rollem Productions, and I'd always tell folks, and they listen, but they don't hear me out. I always put a referral fee. If you bring me some business, and everything goes through, everything goes swiftly, you get a piece and whatnot, and for just opening up your mouth.
Right.
That's all I keep telling. All you have to do is open up your mouth. If I get the business, you get $20, $30, whatever the case may be, depending on the event that I do.
Right.
And they like, nah, I'm good, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, you just throwing away some money.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about one last type of person. That's the investor. All right. So the investor, they send their money out. Money works for them. So business owner and investor, money works for them. Employee and self-employed, they work for money. Right? You got that?
Got that.
Okay. So here's what I would say for you. I would say train other people how to do what you do. Train other people how to do what you do. And whenever they go and do, because see, think about it, when someone is new in the game, they just want to prove themselves, right? They're not even really all that concerned with money. You take a 17, 18, 19-year-old, what they want is somebody to take them under their wing, right? And so that's a perfect time to get somebody. Take them under their wing. They have usually someone else to pay their bills, a parent, right? And you train them. You train several people, and you train them on how to train other people. And you do all the marketing. All you do is marketing and train. And when someone calls you for a job, you send them out, you get a cut, they get a cut. So it's not so much that people are offering referrals, because you have to remember, people are having a hard time selling their own stuff. They ain't going to sell your stuff too. But when you create a situation where you are pouring into these people, they're grateful, right? And then when you send them out on jobs, you know what they're going to do, because you know how you taught them. You taught them customer service. You taught them how to deliver, how to be there on time. You taught them how to dress. You told them what to say, how to greet, where to set up. You taught them that. Not only have you led them into a career, but now you've given them the nuggets. You've given them the golden nuggets, and they can go and train somebody else. And that's how it should be. That's how it should be. So if I were advising you, I would say find a way to start training people, whether it is through if you were to create a course, right? Or if you wanted to create a business where, you didn't necessarily go out and do that work. Maybe you take on bigger and more higher profile jobs, but then you're able to train other people. And guess what? They'll automatically go out and talk about, let me tell you about my new gig, let me tell you about DJ Rollem. He's training me, and that's when then you really get to evolve an industry. You see what I'm saying? Because now you're pouring into an industry. The money can't help but come. It can't help but come.
And the thing about it, when you said that, many years ago, not too many years ago, a few years ago, some people say you need to train some folks how to be a DJ.
Yeah,
You know,
and I can tell by your energy, your demeanor, that you would really pour into these kids. Because kids, you know, especially around that age, 15 to like 18, 19, they really need somebody. It's time for them to start re-raising themselves. You know, their parents have gotten them to a particular place. And kids at that age are starting to kind of figure out what it is that they want to do. They're wanting to explore. And the parents may have their suggestions, but the kids want to rebel because they want to figure it out for themselves. And then, you know, you enter and you're able to show them something that's fun, that is lucrative, that's artistic. Because remember, they done spend a whole lot of time in school, you know, compartmentalizing information and taking in and regurgitating information. You give them an opportunity to be creative. You give them an opportunity to be innovative. You give them an opportunity to own a business. That is the kind of stuff that really that leaders do, and that really evolves our society and our community.
That sounds something I might need to work on. Probably this upcoming school year, dealing with career day and things like that. Let them know to explore other things. Not saying whatever the parents have taught them is wrong, just to give them other ways to look at other avenues and everything, so they can take it to the next level. The key thing is take it to the next level.
Take it to the next level and network. Network. Always have a group of people around you who are supporting you, who are wanting some of the same things that you want, and then you always need somebody that's already where you want to go. You got to have that, and see, you're that person for those kids. You're the person who, he's on the radio, he's already DJing. So, you know, you're that person that they aspire to. That's powerful for someone who's young like that. And, you know, when you're building a brand and you got all of these young people, you know, sort of repeating and marketing your brand, the money can't help but come, you know?
Yeah, I like the sound of that. I'm really going to work on that. And I can, as a former educator, I can definitely know how to speak to kids and everything, and bring the another type of experience to them. That's the thing. To kind of parallel, to keep them on the same track and keep them not doing something totally wrong. Yeah. Because there's so much negativity that can just draw them to doing something completely ridiculous. You know, so.
Well, you know, DJ Rollem, kids have a lot of energy. And a lot of times when they're doing wrong things, it's because they don't have anywhere to channel the energy. It's sort of like, and I don't mean to, please don't anybody get mad with me, but it's sort of like when you have a large dog that's in a small apartment, and by the time you get home, they done tore up the house. Because they didn't have a big backyard. They didn't have a place to run and get rid of all of that energy. So they got to channel it somewhere. And you come home and you want to know why your curtains ripped down, why, you know, the trash is turned over, and why your couch pillows are torn to shreds. You know, it's that same animal instinct that's in people. You have to channel that energy, right? And now that, you know, things like music and PE aren't prioritized in schools anymore, kids are going to take their frustrations and their energy out on something, somebody, somewhere at some point. So it's our responsibility to provide them with an outlet, and especially if it pays them, oh baby.
Right. I like the sound of that. Yeah. So what we're going to do is going to take a music break and come back and talk with Dr. Moore about networking.
Yeah.
Beat Break Radio FM, Atlanta's new underground station. Online 24/7 at beatbreakradiofm.com.
Hi, this is Clifford English, your host and producer of The Gospel Train. Join me every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. right here on Beat Break 87 FM radio. You will be encouraged, you will be equipped, you will be educated, you will be entertained, all while hearing the best in gospel music. Don't miss your connection with the Gospel Train right here on Beat Break 87 FM radio. BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Hey neighbor, What seems to be the problem?
Oh, everything. I need my car fixed, I'm behind on my bills, and I don't know where to get my taxes done.
You should call P&J Tax Professionals to get the money you need right away.
What do they offer?
They offer knowledgeable tax professionals, drop-off and pickup services, and year-round access for tax questions and service.
That sounds great and everything, but how will I gain access to my money?
They will have access to put your funds on a card. P&J Tax Professionals also have the referral program because word of mouth is worth paying for.
I'm going to call P&J Tax Professionals right now.
Good. Now you can get the money you need to get your car fixed and pay your bills.
Yeah, because it's becoming a little bit unattractive. Kind of like your lawn.
Hey, what's wrong with my lawn?
If you're about getting your taxes done, come to P&J Tax Professionals, LLC. Look us up at pnjtax.net or call us at
1-866-220-2491.
Everybody in the room, listen up.
Are you the next model or superstar looking to break into the entertainment industry but need the right exposure? Look no further than IPH, Infinity Powerhouse. The source for models, talent, ads, and media is searching for the next breakout star to be promoted and featured on all of its media platforms, including Lagucci Styles, TM and TSN Magazine, and IPH Magazine.
Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
IPH is currently looking for media professionals and clients to help advertise their brand on the #1 leading source for talent exposure, IPH. For more info or to subscribe to IPH digital publication magazines, visit them at infinitypowerhouse.com or send an email to infinitypowerhouse@gmail.com. Infinity is spelled INFINITI. IPH, bringing an innovative mindset to the forefront.
If you are what you say you are, a superstar.
We specialize in creating mobile apps for the entertainment industry. Go to bvmobileapps.com, click Get Started Now, create your account, choose your package, upload your content, and click Submit. BV Mobile Apps. Make it easy. Make it mobile.
Take Beat Break Radio on the go. You can download the app to listen to the show on your iPhone. Go mobile with Beat Break Radio today.
Download the Beat Break 87 FM app on your Android, smartphone, and other mobile devices right now. Find it on Google Play, the App Store, BlackBerry World, BlackVibes.com, and iTunes under Home Team Radio. Beat Break 87 FM, Atlanta's new underground station.
The Beat Break Morning Show is live.
Weekday mornings and Saturday mornings at 10 a.m.
And the D Hill Show live in the evening, Saturday 7 to 8 on BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
All right. We're back. DJ Rollem here on the D Hill Show with Dr. Moore about networking and how to make that mighty dollar.
Yes.
Man. Okay. We have this upcoming election.
Okay.
And we have two sides of the story of what the candidates are saying on how to bring in money.
Okay.
I'm not saying to pick any candidate. I'm not putting that out there for you. But what is the best way with this election that should get people to really think about what the next step is going into 2017?
Okay, so I'm glad you're not asking me to pick a side because I say no side. I say, as a matter of fact, I say your side, okay? And what I mean by that is no politician is going to do what's best for the people. They're going to do what's best for themselves, okay? So we have to be, no matter who you elect, even if you choose not to vote, you really have to be a little selfish and understand that economy is individual. It is. You know, when we talk about having a slow economy, let me tell you something. The money don't fall off the face of the earth. It's still here and it's still in circulation. You know, when we talk about a slow economy, what we're saying is that people are afraid to spend their money. All right. And if we look at history, and I'm just talking about history again, I'm not picking sides, all right? But if you look at history, we tend to go into a slow economy when we have a Republican in office, all right? Now, I don't subscribe to either party. Honestly, I really don't, because I'm going to share a little bit of my personal belief as far as the political process. I do not believe that there are two parties. I think that situation has been created so that people believe that they have the power of choice. You have the power of choice in your home and in your household. So I say that people need to prioritize budgeting. I think that people need to prioritize creating more income. I think people need to prioritize saving, but it's definitely how you save. You know, I always advise people to have a money collection. Now, you know, people think that's the same thing as saving. It is not. You need to be putting money away that you have no intention of ever spending. When you have a collection, you have no intention of using that collection. If you have a coin collection, you're not going to spend the coins. You're just going to keep them. If you have a collection of, let's say, beautiful fine china, you don't eat off of that. You just have it for the beauty of having it. But you need a money collection. You need a collection of money, a bank of money that is here for generations after you. That is what other cultures and races have over African American, Black, whatever you want to call it. We don't have money collection. We don't save money for the next generation. We save money so we can buy us a house, a car, some Louboutins. You know, we save, but we don't collect. So what I would say is understand that the responsibility is yours to make your financial situation better. Take it out of the hands of the politicians. That's your best bet.
That's your best bet.
That's your best bet.
All right. And if you have any questions for Dr. Moore, definitely call in to the D Hill Show, 404-355-8699. 404-355-8699.
Please call me.
Yes. And if you're out of town, 1-866-923-2869. Out of towners, 1-866-923-2860. So definitely give us a call and ask Dr. Moore some questions. I know y'all have some questions for her. Okay, next thing I would like to say. Let's talk to the people who want to build a business.
Okay.
They try to have a plan. They try to sell their product or service, but they're still not going anywhere. What would you tell them?
What I would tell them is the same thing that I said before. You have to get out amongst the people. What I find with business owners, they want to sit behind social media and they want to post everything on Facebook. And I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but you don't really become effective at selling your product or your service if you are not in front of people. You make a connection to somebody offline and then you bring them online. What most people do is they try to use the online connection and let that build their business. Well, understand that the foundation of an online relationship is usually very shaky because there isn't that personal connection. Those online connections don't really last. It's easy for people to kind of drop you off and forget you as quickly as they, saw your Facebook page and friended you. They'll unfriend you. I see people all the time. I'm finna unfriend half of the people on my line, there's no love. But when you meet someone and you connect with them, that connection, that bond is a lot stronger when they've heard your philosophy. They've seen your product. They touch it. They feel it. They know the love that you have for it, right? So people got to get unstuck from behind the computer. That's the first thing. You gotta be high touch, not high tech. All right.
I like that. Say that one more time.
You gotta be high touch, not high tech.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go out and mingle with the people. Stop being afraid. I know your parents told you don't talk to strangers. Okay, when it comes to your business, you got to talk to strangers. You have to.
That's true.
You have to. And you have to constantly just get comfortable with that because you're constantly bringing new people to your product and service, especially as you upgrade, especially as you create new iterations of your product or service. You're going to need to bring on new people, more people constantly. So you want to get used to going out, shaking hands. You want to be like a politician, kiss babies. You want to be at every networking event and don't go with the idea that, I got to get a client. Make a friend. Make a friend. Create a connection. Create a relationship. And eventually, you'll get an opportunity to talk about your business. This is what I do. When I go to networking events, I meet people. I try to meet about 6 people. And each person that I meet, I let them go on and on and on about themselves, okay? Because everybody, you're your favorite topic, All right. So people are really good at talking about themselves. Plus, when you're at a networking event, everybody's just kind of waiting for their turn to talk. Right. So I meet about 6 or 7 people, and I try to figure out who I can connect. So if I meet DJ Rollem at an event, and then I meet D Hill, and I find out that D Hill has or wants a radio show, I'm going to say, oh my God, DJ Rollem, I got to introduce you to my friend D Hill that I just met here tonight. And when I introduce you to, I have created value in your life, and you don't even know me. So when I call you tomorrow, you're going to take my call. When I get ready to follow up with you, you're going to be ready to take my call. And that's when I get to introduce my business to you. I done listened to you all night, introduce you to people. We done hung out. I might even bought you a drink. So when I call you, you can't wait to hear from me because I listened to you. I understood your business. I provided value without even knowing you. And now we have a connection. And now we can build something together. Okay, so when you go in trying to get, you cut off the opportunity to really create a genuine connection. People got to know that you're gonna bring value in their life, especially in Atlanta, because you know people around here just be talking. Ooh, they talk such a good game.
Yeah, isn't like reality shows? The third of reality shows come from Atlanta. I mean,
yeah. And everybody's starting their own reality show here. So you want to make a connection early on. You want to make an impact early on, and so it's really important that you show people that you come in service first. Right? You've already provided value within the first 20, 30 minutes of meeting somebody. Oh, they're going to love you. And they're going to do what they can because people want to pour into you as well now. And it doesn't matter if the connection that you introduce them to doesn't go anywhere. They're just going to remember your effort.
Yeah.
Sure. So again, look past the money and look at the people. Get into people. For those of you who don't like people, listen, you are a people. All right. So what that tells me, because I hear people saying, well, I hear you, Dr. Moore, get out and talk to people, but I don't really like people. Well, you got a problem with liking yourself. And if you got a problem with liking yourself, you probably do have a problem connecting with people. So the first work that you need to do is really understand that you are enough. You are worthy. Your products and services are high value, and high quality. And if they're not, you need to up your game. And then you need to bring that product or service to market when you're at the right frequency and when your product is at the right frequency. But you got to get in the game. You got to get out here where the players at. You either gonna be a player, a watcher, a wanderer, or a wanderer. Okay, a player is somebody that's in the game, right? I'm in the game. Even if I'm not winning, I'm in it. Right? If I'm in the game, I'll get to the finish line at some point, right? I'm going to make it at some point. See, everybody got to start somewhere, right? If I'm a watcher, I'm sitting in the bleachers watching everybody else play, right? If I'm a wanderer, that means I wonder what they doing. I wonder how they do it. I wonder, and a wanderer is somebody just wandering around. They don't know what they want to do with their life.
They're in space.
They can't figure it out, So you got to choose. You got to pick your poison. Right? And playing is so much more fun than watching, wandering, and wondering. All right?
Man, because the thing about it, when you were saying that, I'm thinking about how DJ Rollem Productions has grown over the years. I remember when I first started doing, being a mobile DJ, it took its time because I knew, let's say this, I know how to talk, but I know what to talk about.
Right.
How to introduce what I can do. Yeah, I've done it, but how do I talk it?
Right.
And it's two different things with that. And some people got to understand it. And then first, if you plan on doing anything with a product or service, you cannot be afraid to talk to folks because how the folks are going to know.
How are they going to know? And you're right when it comes to, because a lot of people use what I call shop talk. Okay. So if I tell you this car has standard features and great handling. If you know what that means something to you. If you don't know what that means nothing. But if I say to you, when you get in this car, you're going to feel like a king. You're going to feel like you can do anything. It's going to just hug you. You're going to feel like you're the king of the road. It's going to take you fast. You're going to win all the races. If I tell you that, then that feels different than this car handles great, you know.
Right, that's true.
And you know, when you're talking about standard features, you know, if you say, listen, you don't have to, you know, spend a whole bunch of extra money getting the things that you like in the car. It comes with the, you know, the MP3 player. It comes with the, you know, the voice activation thing. It comes with all of that. But standard features, great standard features, what does that even mean? So when you're selling, you gotta speak about what's important to the person. What do they want? What are they looking for? What are they looking to get out of this product or service? Right? So here when people ask me what I do, I say one or two things. Either I say I make millionaires. Some people are intimidated by that. Or I'll say I make people rich. One or the other. Because people want to get rich. Right? If I say millionaire, some people don't believe in their heart that they will ever attract that much money. So that's intimidating, and they don't believe me, right? If I say I make millionaires. There are people who, when you say rich is whatever is in their mind. So if I say rich, you might think $100,000 a year. I don't personally think that's rich, but if that's what you think, then that's fine. I can help get you there, right? But if I say I'm gonna make you a millionaire to somebody who feel like $100,000 is enough, I just turn them off. You know, I just turn the customer away. So that's why you got to listen to people so you know who you talking to. Mm-hmm. Everybody don't want $1 million. Some people feel like that's too much. I talked to a guy the other day. He said, I wouldn't want $1 million. I said, why not? He said, because then people going to start asking me for my money. I said, well, then you start saying no.
That's all you can say. That's all you need to say.
And
say no.
He said he wouldn't feel right about that. Well, I don't know why, but, you know, so for that conversation, you know, I didn't listen long enough to see what it was, because I said, hey, I make millionaires. He was not excited. He was not interested. And that's okay, because I don't want to bring my service to someone who is not going to really receive it. I'm picky about who I partner with in business. You know, that's a short-term marriage.
Short-term. I wouldn't even call it a marriage. That's like a quick relationship. And,
yeah. You
know, how the relationship's going. But that's another story.
It is.
But okay, let me ask you this then. How can you give us a not giving out your entire business for free, of course, because you know that's how you make your money. But can you give like a very small example of how someone can be a millionaire using your type of business without giving out too much information?
Oh, you know what? Here's the thing, DJ Rollem. I give my best up front. That's how I run my business. That's how I attract my clients. I actually give my best up front. Right? And then when they getting at those nuggets, they like, wow, what if I paid her? Right? Mm-hmm. And then, you know, and then we can really start to do, you know, the real work, because it's very personal. But one of the things I teach is the mind, emotion, body connection. Okay, so here's the thing. Think about any amount of money, right? Think about making a certain amount of money, right? So let's say your thought, what's your number? Any amount of money. What's your number?
What's my number? How much I would like to make?
Yeah.
$230,000.
$230,000?
Yeah.
Is that annual?
Yes.
Okay. So typically, when someone thinks about a certain amount of money that they want to make, the very next thing is they picture, you get a story or image in your mind of what all it's going to take, right? And you either get a stop signal in your brain or a go signal in your brain. So if I'm talking to you and I say, okay, DJ Rollem, you want to make $230,000 a year, it happens very quickly. It happens very quickly. But you sort of get an image of, oh, I got a website, I got to get me this, I got to buy that, your brain goes through this really quick checklist of all the things you think you have to do. And some people might be like, ooh, that's too much. I can't do all that, right? And then some people go, ooh, I can do that, because they may only have 2 or 3 things on their list. My list is one thing long. I need to go meet some people. Literally. My list is one thing long, so that's a go signal for me, because that's easy for me. Talking to people, meeting people, endearing them to me. I love people. But if your list is long, you're not going to do what it takes to make that $230,000. So what I do is I relax the anxiety that you see on your list. Okay, I work with people individually, and I start to say, you don't need this. All you need is to go meet some people. And even if that's causing some anxiety, we can relax the anxiety, and we can start very slowly building your clientele, going out, meeting people, seeing how easy it is to talk to people. What people don't realize is that you don't have to sell. You're not out here trying to make somebody do something. You're just introducing. You're sharing a product. You're just meeting. So what I do is I take the anxiety out of what you think you need to do to make the money you want to make.
All right. Go ahead.
Y'all looking at me. What's going on? What's happening?
You snuck in.
What's happening? I sneaked in here like a cat.
You did. You did.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hardest working man in radio, Sean Garvey. I decided to step into the studio for the D Hill Radio Show. The reason why you haven't heard my voice throughout the remainder of the show is because I've been in the background helping the assistants out, the interns here in the studio. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, one of our interns here at the 860 AM studios for the D Hill Radio Show, Alexandria Lawson-Madugo, this is her last day helping us out on the D Hill Radio Show. So she is going to go on and do bigger and better things. She accepted another opportunity at a local radio station in Atlanta, Georgia. So congratulations to her on that.
All right.
Yay. Bigger and better things are always bigger and better, baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. DJ Rollem and Miss All Black Everything.
That's right.
Yeah, you are touching on some important subjects tonight.
Yes. Monty, baby. Monty.
You said Monty.
Monty.
Put some respect on that.
Okay.
There you go.
So, ladies and gentlemen, listening to us on 860 AM, love860.com, simulcasting on beatbreakradiofm.com. Please call in at 404-355-8699, 1-866-923-2860. We only got a few minutes left to the end of the broadcast right here on the D Hill Radio Show. So any questions that you have for Dr. Moore or
what kind of question you got? I want to know. You so interesting. I just love listening to you. I know you got a question.
You all touched on money. You all also touched on the latest on what's going on with the election season. And what did you all just put out there to our listeners just now?
As far as like the political thing?
The political?
Well, what I said was that, economy is individual and that people need to really back off of expecting politicians to do anything that's going to help them financially. They're trying to help themselves financially, and you need to be doing the same thing. Your priority should be they don't know what you want. Everybody in this country wants something different. So you can't expect a politician to do what you want them to do. Only you know what you want. So you have to be responsible for creating that in your own life.
Don't depend on the government
to
help you financially.
Exactly.
You have to be able to stand your own, become more independent.
And I'm here to tell you how to do it.
All right. Within the last few minutes that we have right here on the D Hill Radio Show. And I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I think for so long we've been very dependent, and now that you see everything that's going on in Washington, a lot of things are crumbling now, and it's making things a lot more harder for a lot of middle class families, a lot of working class families. And that's one of the top things that a lot of people are pressing about is the economy, the job market. Some people are questioning the candidate Donald Trump. Hey, how are you going to bring the jobs back from overseas to America? That's the number one question. You know what's so funny, Dr. Moore? I had a conversation with a family member of mine this week. And she said that Donald Trump is not going to really tell you how he really plans on bringing jobs back unless you elect him.
Well, here's the thing. No president, no politician, especially a president, can really give you a plan that's going to actually, pan out and unfold because he got to deal with Congress, all right? You can't just get in there and start making decisions. There's only, 5 living presidents? So we don't really have a whole lot. He don't have a whole lot of people to turn to right now to say, hey, how do I do this job? And they don't seem to like him very much. I think if you're, and I'm not a Hillary supporter, by the way, but if you're talking about someone who has the most experience and has been closer to the action, that would be Hillary Clinton. She can probably give you a plan, but I promise you this, she ain't gonna follow it. Okay, she would be. I would say that I would trust her more from the standpoint standpoint of she has seen the job in action, right? So she can kind of, and she got people in her back pocket. Don't get it twisted now, Hillary, But from an experience standpoint, I think she would probably be better equipped. She has more fortitude, the wherewithal to give you a plan that she could possibly get pushed through because she got friends in low places. How's that?
I like the sound of that because you got to have friends in low places to understand how to more relate to that.
Yeah.
If you don't have any relationship to all types besides the wealthy, then you're not going to relate to what they're really feeling.
Well, I think Hillary can get a little grimy. I think Donald can too, but I don't know that he's going to have the support. I think Donald Trump would want to be a lot more innovative, and honestly, I think Hillary's going to want to stick to the status quo. And I think Hillary's all about her coin. So, Hillary is going to do what's going to get her a coin. Donald got coin. Donald wants power. Actually, I don't think Donald wants to be elected. I feel like he can do a lot more in the private sector than he can as a public official. I think this was supposed to be a joke, and it just went way further than he thought.
I think so. I'm looking at how you're saying that because it's like how he's going to create something that he already was process of creating himself.
Right.
Such as how you going to bring jobs back from other countries when you are part of that.
That's not going to happen. You want to make too much money. That
exactly.
Ain't we talking about $15 an hour to flip burgers, okay? Jobs ain't coming back. When you can pay somebody $3 an hour in Bangladesh, come on now. And what I say is start you a business and you pay somebody $3 an hour in Bangladesh. That's what I say.
Okay. Let me get that loan.
Hey, look, I had 37 employees at one point. None of them were stateside. Okay. They were all in other countries. But that was the way that I could afford, honestly, to get my business off the ground so that I could hire people, in this country. And when I was able to hire, honestly, I'm just keeping it real, I hired brown people. And we really be wanting to make us a coin. So, but I had to position myself. I had to take those steps. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how I would do that with DJ Rollem Productions, but you never know how I can do it. All right, we only have a few more minutes left with the D Hill Show. All right, 3 minutes. So basically, do you have any upcoming speaking events?
I don't have any upcoming speaking events. I wish I did because I would love to invite a whole bunch of people out to my speaking events. But what you can do is I'm going to be posting some new videos, really informative videos on my website, richblackgirl.com. If you go there right now, it's not much to see because it's under construction. Okay. But I will be publishing some really, really, like I said, I'm giving away all of the best stuff for free. So, because I feel like people really need to, they really need something they can start out with and then begin to make money. And then if they can afford me, then they can come back. And I've actually done that for a lot of people where I work with them for free to get them to a point where they could pay. And it doesn't take that long. Once it clicks, it makes sense and they start, attracting money and then they want to pay. People want to pay.
Right.
They just don't feel like they have the money. So
exactly. Yeah. I feel you on that one.
Yeah. They just don't feel like they can afford it. But I do get people to a place where not only do they feel like they can afford it, but they actually can. And then we can really get down to the real work. So visit me at richblackgirl.com or at youralliance.org. That's my ministry site. I don't know if you know, but I'm a minister.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're an ordained minister?
I am.
Okay. All right. And say the website one more time.
youralliance.org.
And what's the other one? There was another website. The
richblackgirl.com.
Rich Black Girl. See, and these women these days,
yes,
they definitely need to go to that site. richblackgirl.com.
Yes.
All right. You can always follow me, DJ Rollem, at DJ Rollem on Twitter and Instagram, and definitely befriend me on Facebook, DJ Rollem Townsend, so I can give you that nice hot deal on here. And Mr. Sean Garvey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure you follow me on all social media, including Facebook and LinkedIn at Sean Garvey. And I am on Twitter now at Sean Garvey ATL. And follow me and DJ Rollem at Beat Break Radio on all your social media sites, Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram. And if you miss any of tonight's D Hill Radio Show, make sure you check us out tomorrow night at 7 p.m. for a rebroadcast of the D Hill Radio Show on BeatBreakRadioFM.com. DJ Rollem, swinging it back over to you.
Yes. All right. So we want to thank Dr. Moore for coming on to the D Hill Show.
My pleasure.
And we definitely look forward to having you again to definitely educate us and definitely educate the listeners about how to make that money and to network. So we are signing off. This is DJ Rollem on the D Hill Show, and we'll be seeing y'all at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturday nights.
Bye-bye.
Hi, this is Clifford English, your host and producer of The Gospel Train. Join me every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. right here on Beat Break 87 FM radio. You will be encouraged, you will be equipped, you will be educated, you will be entertained, all while hearing the best in gospel music. Don't miss your connection with The Gospel Train right here on Beat Break 87 FM radio. BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Tune your radio.
Tune in
now.
You can tune into this radio station on any smartphone or tablet.
iPhone,
Android,
BlackBerry,
Nokia,
Samsung,
Windows phones,
or whatever you have. Download the free TuneIn app from your phone or tablet's app store.
Tune in with music, sports, news, and comedy.
From over 70,000 radio stations around the world. Check it out at TuneIn.com.
Or your app store.
Everybody in the room, listen up.
Are you the next model or superstar looking to break into the entertainment industry but need the right exposure? Look no further than IPH, Infinity Powerhouse. The source for models, talent, ads, and media is searching for the next breakout star to be promoted and featured on all of its media platforms, including Lagucci Styles, TM and TSN Magazine, and IPH Magazine.
Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
IPH is currently looking for media professionals and clients to help advertise their brand on the #1 leading source for talent exposure, IPH. For more info or to subscribe to IPH digital publication magazines, visit them at infinitypowerhouse.com or send an email to infinitypowerhouse@gmail.com. Infinity is spelled INFINITI. IPH, bringing an innovative mindset to the forefront.
If you are what you say you are, a superstar.
Hey neighbor, what seems to be the problem?
Oh, everything. I need my car fixed, I'm behind on my bills, and I don't know where to get my taxes done.
You should call P&J Tax Professionals to get the money you need right away.
What do they offer?
They offer knowledgeable tax professionals, drop-off and pickup services, and year-round access for tax questions and service.
That sounds great and everything, but how will I gain access to my money?
They will have access to put your funds on a card. P&J Tax Professionals also have the referral program because word of mouth is worth paying for.
I'm going to call P&J Tax Professionals right now.
Good. Now you can get the money you need to get your car fixed and pay your bills.
Yeah, because it's becoming a little bit unattractive. Kind of like your lawn.
Hey, what's wrong with my lawn?
If you're about getting your taxes done, come to P&J Tax Professionals, LLC. Look us up at pnjtax.net or call us at
1-866-220-2491.
We specialize in creating mobile apps for the entertainment industry. Go to bvmobileapps.com, click Get Started Now, create your account, choose your package, upload your content, and click Submit. BV Mobile Apps. Make it easy. Make it mobile.
Take Beat Break Radio on the go. You can download the app to listen to the show on your iPhone. Go mobile with Beat Break Radio today.
Download the Beat Break 87 FM app on your Android, smartphone, and other mobile devices right now. Find it on Google Play, the App Store, BlackBerry World, BlackVibes.com, and iTunes under Home Team Radio. Beat Break 87 FM, Atlanta's new underground station.
Previously on the Beat Break Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have author and actress Sharon Ford in the studio.
Hello, hello, hello.
We talked about doing a monologue with you. You know what I'm saying, man? I love you.
All this time, we've been having missing money out of the account. And I couldn't count for it. And I'm an accountant? Are you really?
think I'm this damn stupid?
Hey, we ain't got to go there, baby. Look, I can make it. I can make it up to you. You know what I'm saying? I can make it up to you, baby.
To me, I've been asking for kids all these years,
baby. I've been
and
busy.
You told me you didn't want no damn kids. You ain't coming back. All y'all get up out of our house. But thank you for buying it for us, though, son. You ain't gonna never me because you ain't got what I like. So thank you for buying us our home. It's been a plan all along, and I appreciate you.
The best part of waking up isn't Folgers. It's the Beat Break Morning Show. Start your morning off right with Sean Garvey and the crew on BeatBreakRadioFM.com and HomeTeamRadio.com. Beat Break Radio FM, Atlanta's new underground station. Online 24/7 at BeatBreakRadioFM.com.